Okay, today we're going to talk about graphing slope-intercept form. So put that at the top of your page, put today's date in the top right corner. And of course, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. That's extremely important. So we're going to use that today to graph. And it's actually pretty easy. The only things you have to know, which you already know, are that m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Okay, so what does this look like? Well, here, for number one, we have y equals 2/3 x minus 4. So I'm going to create a graph. Now, it's not going to be perfect. It'll be okay. Now, I need my y-intercept. Since this is my y-intercept, I need this to at least go down to 4, right? And this is my slope. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since I'm not going by 2s or 4s or anything, I don't need to label it. Okay. So there's my x's, there's my y's. So it's as simple as this. You're going to take your y-intercept. Here it's minus 4. And you know that that's where it's going to touch the y-axis, right? So you're going to put your first point there. Your next point, you're going to use the slope. The slope here is 2/3. And remember, slope is rise over run. So I know that the line touches the graph at -4, where y is -4. And it also touches from there, do the rise over run. Rise 2, run 3. There's my next point. Because we just started here at -4, then we went here and did 2/3. And we're going to do it again to create another point, because you can't just do 2 points, remember. Rise 2, run 3. And you could also go the other way, because remember, 2/3 is the same as -2 over -3, so we could rise down 2 and run this way 3. And look, we have a nice line here, and it was that easy. So start with the y-intercept, put a point there, then do rise over run. That's it. Try number 2 on your own. Okay, welcome back. So we have y equals 1/2 x plus 2. Don't need a huge graph here. Here are my x's, here are my y's. I know that I need to start at my y-intercept at 2. So I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to run 1 and rise 1, because remember, it's rise over run. I'm going to rise 1 and run 2. Now, I'm kind of out of room over here, right? Because of my graph. So, remember, 1/2 is the same as -1 over -2. So, I'm going to rise 1 down and run 2 to the left. So, now we have our nice line. Okay, and look, that's positive, right? That's a positive slope, just like how 1/2 x, the slope, 1/2 is positive. All right, let's see what a negative slope looks like. So we have -4/5 x plus 8. So make a graph here. Give myself a lot of room here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And give myself a lot of room here. Okay. So my y-intercept is at 8, so I'm going to go up to 8. And look, my rise is -4 this time, so I'm going to go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and run 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Rise -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and run 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes a nice graph for us. And look, the slope is negative, negative 4/5 x, and the slope here is negative. So again, y-intercept, make a point there. Then just use the slope. Try number 4 on your own. Okay, welcome back. So we have negative 2/3 x plus 1. Don't need as big of a graph this time. And think about it. Is it going to be a positive graph or a negative graph? All right, y-intercept is at 1. Rise negative 2, run 3. Rise negative 2, run 3. And you could go rise positive 2, run negative 3, because negative 2/3 is the same as 2 over negative 3. So we could have done that, and look, we get a nice negative slope here. Okay. All right. 2 more. What happens when we have y equals 2x minus 3? What's weird about this is you don't get a rise over run, you just get a 2. Well, let me show you what happens. We're going to get, we know where our y-intercept is, right? Our y-intercept is at negative 3. All right, so I'm going to put my first point at negative 3. And this 2x, the slope is actually 2 over 1. Because remember, any whole number, to make it into a fraction, you just put it over 1. So if you see a 2, that's actually 2 over 1. So I'm going to rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1, and I could keep doing this, okay? And I could even go down 2 into the left one. It kind of stays in that same trend, right? And we get a nice line. And look, positive 2, positive slope. All right, try number 6 on your own. Okay, welcome back. So we have y equals 3x plus 0. So I know that my y-intercept is actually going to be at 0. So my y-intercept's at 0. And remember, 3x is actually 3 over 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Now I ran out of graphs. So remember, 3 over 1 is the same as negative 3 over negative 1. So I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and run negative 1. So I get my nice positive graph there. All right. Remember, start with the y-intercept, right? And then from there, make 2 more points using the slope. All right, great job.